everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Fans of Power. I'm Joe Amato, and I'm here with one of my partners in crime, Nasty Nate Nathan Kennedy. And this is an early time, different thing to do.
He got me out of bed early.
I did. I
For
said,
me.
get out of bed, man. We
Early for me.
Got to talk about some stuff, man. That's like I was like, I don't think we should be waiting for the weekend because the weekend we got other topics, and well, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I appreciate Nathan because, well, luckily you had a day available. Otherwise, it would have been a while till we discussed.
Well, an early afternoon available. That's what happens when, even though you still got to go to work and no one else is going to be there, so you know you're going to have an easier day.
Yeah,
you don't have to stress about it as much.
Exactly. But, well, obviously there's not going to be a lot of people at this time because they're probably not expecting it. But I do see Gamer Bud. Say the name. He's here.
Oh, he's here. Johnny Cock. Oh, man, that sounds terrible.
Well, hey, and I hope you get over that cold soon, man. Jaime Mares and Aiden Cross. But, yeah, so there was a lot of stuff that was just revealed the other day. There's a 40th anniversary for Masters of the Universe, and they had this thing for press and
influencers, Joe.
Influencers. So
I just picture that it's like popular YouTube toy reviewers. It's like Instagram, you know. They take them there. It's like Eternia playset, and they're just like posed beside of it, and as Tyler would say, making duck faces. And everybody back this or buy this, consume, obey, right?
Well, to some extent. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of things that when we discuss, there's a lot of things I'm hyped about. You know me. I know you might think, on some. I know Tyler and Rebecca would probably be like, I don't give a shit about any of this stuff.
That's why they're not here.
Except one particular thing from Mondo, which we'll discuss in a bit. But hey, how's it going, Daredevil? But all right. Well, I didn't know where you want to start. What order you had of anything? And by the way, for those who are wanting to get in on the Eternia, it's already started.
It's live.
Yeah, that's right. It's live. And I don't know what the backers are at.
Let's go ahead and do a live check-in right now.
So
here we are. Actually, let me refresh this. May have changed. All right, we're over 1,700, 34% funded already. And this is, I think it started at 9 a.m. roughly, something like that.
12 o'clock my time.
Okay. So it's only been up for an hour and is already 34% funded. So,
and I mean, like I
guess it's going to make it.
Well, we're going to see how it goes. Hello, Sobek. I mean, honestly, if I had the money, I would like to back this, no doubt. I mean, I will get into talking about all that stuff. I didn't think it'd be filmed this quick, but I mean, that's a good thing.
28 days.
Yeah, I mean, which is good. Like I said, it's great for fans that want this. Admittedly, if I had the money, I'd be backing it. But yeah, we'll get going. However you want to start.
I gotta think about it. I'm on the fence. I want to, but it's kind of like what James said this past Sunday. You know, it's like, do you have to have everything? And I think about it now. I'm like, do I even have the space for it? Because obviously that would require a lot of rearranging. So, and it goes back to the whole point. You know, $600 here, or thousands of dollars for a vintage one on eBay. So you gotta,
because the vintage one is really expensive, and then this one for Origins, they are adding a lot of different features and a lot of things that didn't exist on the vintage one, which I have right here. How's it going, Matthew?
Yeah, we got Matthew kind of in the same boat as I am.
Well, I mean, honestly, okay, like I said, the price, I'm not gonna even babble about the price no more. Anybody that's trying to like rationalize that price, it's like there's not even a cent.
Well, and it's I don't have the slide here to show it off, but we can go ahead and talk about that as well. Is that Mondo announced the price point for Battle Cat, which is
I guessed it,
$4.99.
Now think of the logic on that. Now again, nothing wrong with that either. If you can afford that Battle Cat, just like if I could, I'd be all over that like a bum on a sandwich. I would get that in a second. I don't have the money though. But let's think about that. This big giant ass Battle Cat, $500. And then there's going to be shipping, of course. So we don't know what the total price will be. But then you have
actually, it's free shipping.
It's free shipping.
Well, for here in the U.S., I think if you live internationally, you'll have to pay shipping, but I don't know what that is.
Okay, all right. Well, free shipping. And then you're looking back at me. Of course, I have the vintage one, but then we have Origins Eternia $550 plus all the whatever taxes, I don't know, and anything else. But so think of the vastness of, some people will probably not even talk about the price of the Mondo Battle Cat, but
Oh yeah, of
Everybody
course not.
online and all the toy groups will talk about this though and say, well, why this doesn't make sense. But
Hmm.
Battle Cat could. So one figure, 500, then
Yeah.
550, a giant playset with motorized features, tons of shit, a lot of things, extra. I mean, there's gonna be a figure, and if it reaches 8,000, you get the moat creature, which I tried to make years ago. It came out terrible. 10,000 backers, you're gonna get Kecought from the UK
Well,
comics.
I got all that in the slide, Joe. Come on.
Oh no, I know. But I'm justifying, like I said, just explaining more of the prices. But either way, it's like you're getting a lot for this. And again, those molds are not injection steel molds are not cheap. And there's a lot more molding that's going to go into this than that Mondo Battle Cat. But I'm not saying that the Mondo Battle Cat ain't worth it, because you bet your ass there's a lot
Right.
of sculpting detail. It's well worth it. You got that money, get that Mondo Battle Cat.
Plus,
And
if you've already collected most of the other Mondo stuff,
oh yeah,
it starts to turn into a completionist thing. And I think that they're also putting up a He-Man again. I don't think he'll have his other attires. I think it'll just be,
yeah.
the tried and true appearance. But they are going to release him again as well when Battle Cat is out. But at least Daredevil says here that Mondo does do the payment plans,
which is good.
But I think it's only spaced out like every couple weeks you pay X amount instead.
I actually didn't know what the payment plan was. I didn't know if
that's
it was
what
like
it was
if you got
before. It might be different for Battle Cat since he's more. But
yeah, he's
I don't know.
more.
I don't
And
know.
it would be nice if they space. I mean, either way, just to offer a payment plan it's fantastic, because there's a lot of people that can't just fork out that $4.99 from the beginning. So if hypothetically, let's say they did a 4-month thing, which I'm not saying they will, but if they did, that could be like $125 a month. That would be great. But I don't know if that's
how about the Joe Amato payment plan of $5 every 3 months.
Yeah, mine would be paying off forever. But
it'd be like a mortgage for Joe Amato.
See, no, did they mention? I forgot what the date was. That isn't that coming this month? Is it the 25th, or am I thinking of another date?
Come on, Joe, you can't put me on the spot like that. I don't know.
How's it going, Nick? Spider Rat, Brian Clifton. This is the real Joe this time. Yes, this is the real one.
The 25th. So we got a couple weeks here.
Okay. All right, but he's going to be. I mean, that's going to be massive. That's a monster. So
let's do this. Boom. There you go. So this is what the image they teased it with.
I like that little preview.
Yeah,
it's a cool. Yeah, I like that.
I got the He-Man Mondo when they did that months ago. I ordered that, but then She-Ra came out not long after that, and I'm like, that's too much money in one. Battle Cat probably won't get. I think with the Mondo line, I'm kind of like, I'm done, because I feel like after this, it's probably the way things are going. Prices are going up, and whatever. That's it's just something that you're gonna have to deal with going
still
forward.
Be characters you would get, though. I'm assuming if there's some pretty badass character, you're still
maybe, but it's space, man. Like my Mondo stuff right now, as you can see, is just sitting like, because I had some stuff, or I still have a couple on the top, but a couple of them wanted to keep falling over, and I'm like, where I have them displayed here right now doesn't work. I'm gonna have to move them somewhere else. So it's just it's a space thing. The same
I understand the space.
A turning playset. Like I'm leaning towards yes, but then I think I'm like, all right, if I get it, what all am I gonna have to move to, like, I don't know.
There's always the space shifting stuff. Like, you see, I am jacked back here. There ain't nothing that can be moved around a different spot. The only thing is over here, the wall I never show. That's the only one that I could maybe do something with to rearrange, but I don't show that yet. We're gonna see if I can do something over
okay.
there.
We'll wait for a big unveiling from Joe Amato.
Exactly. It used to have, like I said, it was a lot more classics. There was Simpson stuff, but yeah, I was moving things around. We'll see how it goes. But I mean, heck yeah. If people have the money and they have the space, I always say go for it. But whenever you want to get into any of the other things, we can start dissecting whatever you want.
And stress this again, reiterating from Sunday, like, buy what you want, what makes you happy. Don't worry about what our opinions are on it. Don't worry about popular YouTube toy reviewers, because like
spend your money how you want and enjoy it. That's why I said, like, if you notice, we haven't knocked anything. We didn't talk about, hey, Eternia looks like crap. But, Battle Cat looks like garbage. We didn't say that. They look amazing. And I'm not picking on the prices. I'm like, hell yeah, if I had the money, I'd get it too. So buy the hell out of it. But all right, Nathan.
Here we go. They make sure to put at least this was in the article that it was on. What was the shit? I thought it was a clever name for the website that I pulled these images from. The Illuminati. This is where I was like, oh, okay, that's
okay.
a creative name. So they put some further details. I'm assuming this was, since it was press day and influencer day, that this was in some sort of press packet, press release deal that they got. So 3x4. So you're gonna need the spec. Shit. Now that I think about it, I'm like, I don't know. I would have to pull a Joe and probably just sit mine in the floor or something.
But it works. I mean, it kind of works. Like I said, I put it there, and I make sure that when I do the window thing, I cover that up so no sunlight comes in. I just have the blinds turned this way right now so it doesn't blind everything.
Yeah.
But it's there, and it's
you need to put some curtains in there, sir.
I do. That's what. And if you notice,
I have sun faded toys over here.
I know, and and it's always blocked. Like I said, usually the blinds will be going the other way so the sun doesn't come in. But I should get curtains. But I actually have a painting of the Ultimate Battleground in back of Eternia there that kind of blocks some of the sun just in case.
That's fair. I'll start reading some of this stuff out. As Joe pointed out on Sunday, working monorail with battery-powered battle tram, sky cage, and jetpack fighter. So, that obviously that goes into the cost. That's a cool gimmick to have. It's good.
Hell yeah,
that's there.
What it was about. That was the fascinating thing about that. When I had this, when I played with it as a kid, I loved that gimmick of it going around setting up the chains to catch the enemies. It was just cool as hell to look at. But
additional features include elevator, command center with battle dummy, trap door, lunging snakehead, working lion's head gate with grabbing claws, turret, soft good flags, and applicable labels.
And quickly, not to cut you off, but that lunging snakehead, that's a new feature. That was not anything that existed on the vintage one. So kudos to them on that.
Monorail can be reconfigured to just circle the single center tower for maximum display possibilities. So now, I guess that can cut down and save you a little bit of space.
It would, because look how the rail goes around Viper Tower and Grayskull Tower. So if you want, you could just have it literally going around Central Tower, switch things up slightly. So again, another cool feature they added.
Deluxe mini comics. So I guess instead of 6 pages, it might be 8.
It might be 8, and woo, like that I don't care about, but whatever. If people like it, they like.
And then here are the tiers. So starting off first, actually, is the early backer bonus. So if you place your order between now and the 19th, you will receive King Grayskull. So if you want King Grayskull, you need to do it between now and the 19th. So once we get to 5,000 backers, wait, it says an epic at 5,000 it gets funded. Jesus Christ, it's early for me. 8,000 backers is when we get the moat creature, which I will show the 3 of them together on the next slide, and it's one that Joe said that he made a custom of and it looked like shit.
It sure did. It was bad. Go ahead.
10,000 backers. And now, do I get this right? Kecought?
Yes, Kecought. And just here, I always said it, Kecought, not Kellar. There is a C there. It's Kecought.
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious if you.
But yeah, I've seen plenty of people online and in groups. They were spelling and pronouncing him Kellar. I'm like, they not see the C? But
so there they are.
I love that little bastard.
I kind of wonder if somehow it exceeds 10,000, if here's another perk, because that's certainly
that would be
a possibility.
Good. I would like that. It's because, well, first let me say on the moat monster right there, that creature, I love it, and that it's actually articulated, not just going to be one static. They could have just cheapened out and said, here's your creature, and it would be non-posable, like sometimes when you get little mini creatures and other little sets. But this guy's going to have some articulation. It's like, again, that's a bonus. And then Kecought, while being one of them probably most obscure, because most people are like, who? Like, they don't even know who he is, where he came from. A lot of people didn't see the UK magazines, so They didn't know about him, from being from the Council of Elders. But I like that they're doing stuff like this. I like that they're having new and different characters. Now, remember, I was hyped of saying, why didn't we get Hero? And here's my logic that I started rethinking after this. Because like I said, I'm not going to be able to afford this. What if they did give Hero, and Hero was only offered in this Eternia playset, hypothetically, and they never, just hypothetically, and they never gave him a retail release? I would be gutted. I mean, I would be gutted and pissed. Now, like I said, that's a hypothetical.
Yeah, I think that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, I know, but like I said,
don't do that.
Yeah, I know, that's what I meant. So it's like, so now I really just, I wouldn't want Hero offered, because if they did that and I couldn't get him at retail, I lose my shit because I can't afford this. But offering something new and different and unique, it's like, okay, it's like, this is the stuff that I embrace, is getting something different. Which, when we talk about another character that they made for Origins that we'll be seeing, I like what they did there. But your thoughts?
I'm still not crazy about the whole King Grayskull thing. I don't like the idea now, especially doing the show with you guys. It's like they're trying so hard to make King Grayskull like work. This is a thing, and it's just like, I get it, sure, and if other people are loving that, that's cool, but I'm just like, man, King Grayskull again. But having this the obscurity factor, I'm like, all right, that I can appreciate that aspect of it.
Yeah, because this is what I mean. It's like, and when here we go, the Frogmonger. Okay, I didn't send you the picture, Nathan, because I didn't want you laughing. I did a custom years ago, and this creature that was, by the way, in the sticker of the Castle Grayskull, like, dungeon set, you've seen this kind of like frog character like peeking out, lurking out. So I made a character based on him, and I was like, I didn't like how he's looking, so I switched him up, and I turned him into a character I called Fatal Froggy. And I probably could send you the picture. It's not horrible, but so to see this, well, hey, it's not real, but well, fuck, no, I shouldn't talk myself down. It's actually kind of good. I might show you later. But Frogmonger, I was like, again, if we were kids and this was introduced, just like when I went in and we didn't know what was coming out, and I was like, who's this, Ninjar, Clamp Champ, Scareglow? Who are these characters? Like, you ate it up. So I love that they're doing new stuff, because if they were to give us all the characters we had back in the day already for Origins and then try to give new stuff, there could be people that are inclined to say, you know what, I only wanted all the stuff I had as a kid. I don't care about new stuff. So I like that they're mixing in characters we still need and unique characters.
But the caveat here, release timing spring 2023, but the availability here, Mattel Creations. So,
but let's hope they give us a day. Let's hope they learn from their mistakes and they don't do the.
As long as they do that, it'll be okay. I like the design of this character. Yeah, I don't mind it. I have a problem with this though. Why are we doing this?
This is, oh my god! And for those who don't know, this is not from the German audio play. This is not Faker. This is Keldor when he's Skeletor from that godforsaken Masters of the Multiverse comic that was garbage. So to see this, I have seen so many fans, their brains like shut down. They're like, wait, is this Faker in a different outfit? Like, nobody understands the character. It's like, no, this isn't. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of like a Faker, but with a He-Man vest. Like, nobody knew what it was. No, it's Keldor when he became Skeletor. Yeah, this one I don't care about. I'll be honest.
I'm sure the completionists will pick it up.
Sure.
Other than that, I don't see the point in getting it. It seems like something you could hit Joe Amato for, and probably if they do the availability how they've done, where now they set aside a day or two to get your order in. If they do it to where it's like that, it's up and then it's gone, you may as well just go buy some Origins He-Man figures and send them to Joe and let him customize them. Which, by the way, Joe, it's Wednesday. You said you were going to the post office today.
It's Is
all it happening?
It's happening. You're gonna get all
shit. It's
happening tomorrow. Today. I promise.
Tomorrow.
This whole 40th anniversary.
It back. Oh yeah, this 40th anniversary. So if we wouldn't have done this, my shit would be in the mail. Is what you're trying to say? Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'd be curious what fans thought of that. Okay, and then now, Moss Man. This is going to be, if I'm not, a Walmart
exclusive. So,
and I think it's because of the flocking and whatever. For whatever reason, I'm sure it'll be a little more. I love that we're getting him. He's going to have the pine smell, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be cool.
I would hope that he would.
Yeah, he better. I think they said that he would. The armor here, remember, that's based off of the weapons pack. I never, by the way, as a kid, ever put that on. I know that was the gimmick for. They probably thought, most kids would want to do it, but I was afraid of ripping up the flocking, so I left it alone. And he's gonna have that alternate head. It looks like based on the Lords of Power Beastman, which I'm not a fan of that alternate head. I don't care.
Oh, well, what about this shit-eating grin that he's got right there?
Well,
I'm not a. They could have picked a better face for that. He looks too happy.
Well, that's the thing. This is the head of the Origins Beastman, where they made it kind of happy too. So using the same head, but either way, I'm excited about this character because I mean, why do I say this character?
Yeah,
like,
but the problem is Walmart exclusive. Now, I don't know if this will be so much of a problem, but I know that Marvel Legends that are Walmart exclusive have kind of been a pain in the ass for people to get because it sells out online instantaneously. And then you have to hope that the distribution works in the favor of any of your local stores.
I hope it's better too, because if you remember Flocked Panther, when that's a Walmart exclusive, and when that first came out, I mean, a lot of places weren't getting them. The ones that did get them, they sold out quick, and now suddenly they're like getting flooded with them again. Yeah, it's like, what is going on? They're flooding Walmarts with them. So as long as the distribution is good, it's like, yeah, hopefully, because we got to get our Moss Man. Ah. Oh, God, what a pose. You guys could have picked something. Hey!
Yeah, I could have picked a better photo from another website, but I was like, this way. How do you feel about this? Masterverse, New Adventures, Skeleton. This is a Target exclusive.
I don't know.
So I don't know how that's going to go.
And again, if people like them, great, get them. But it's like, I don't know. Not really vibing with it.
You could, just tossing this out there, you could still get the Classics one very cheap. So,
and it looks
relatively cheap.
Yeah, this is different. So, not much of a comment. I'll be curious what everybody has to say when we're done talking about what they thought of all these figures.
Well, now when I'm thinking Target exclusive, I'm thinking that it's just gonna, a few will pop up, people will snatch them all up, and then it's just gonna get flooded with them, and they'll sit there and then get clearanced. There you go. Joe was right. Snake Mountain. But this is mainline retail, so this is not Mattel Creations. This isn't exclusive anywhere.
Exactly.
Target, Walmart, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Amazon, all these places should have this.
Yeah, exactly. A price hasn't been mentioned yet. I'm going to assume anywhere from 100 to 150 because this is bigger than their Origins Castle Grayskull. It's going to have some more. It looks like there's a lot more going on with it. And for those wondering, that snake, by the way, this is a super early prototype. I think they're going to be adjusting that snake to do some tweaks on it, which they need to because it's awkward. I don't know if that next square part is supposed to be something they're trying to get a vibe from Snake Mountain from the cartoon, but I hope they adjust that. I'm not a fan of that. But in the paint wash, I'm sure we'll get the black paint, the dark wash, and then we've seen the insides of it too. And wait, did you have the inside pics or
I do not.
Okay. Shit.
Shit.
Well, let me finish rambling about this. While you'll find some. I'm trying to remember where I've seen those damn pictures.
Maybe I can.
And Nathan's going to find this stuff quick. But the microphone, there's not going to be, I guess, a microphone, which was a thing for me that I was really hoping happened. Seeing as like the Eternia playset is going to have batteries to use their, the tram and everything to go around the monorail. I was thinking, hey, we might actually get a working microphone, but they're not going to do that. But they will have a lot of extras inside.
Let me do this. So I'm not going to go through the trouble of saving. So you guys can get the gist of it there.
Oh, okay, there. Yeah. So and there's even more than like this too, but like you see that cage at the bottom. If you notice, like most fans know about Snake Mountain, like underneath the trap door to where you see on the right picture over there, there's always a net that would catch the enemies that fell through the trap door. Well, they didn't want to do that. That cage that you see over to the lower left is removable. You can take the whole cage, put it underneath the door at the top. So when the trap doors, they get locked in the cage and they get sent to their prison over there. So that's cool. They got some actually sculpted moat creatures over there. And I guess they can pop off and you can like put like victims on top. So it looks like their body is melting into the moat. So they've added a lot. You see Skeletor's throne there, which is another bonus. Like that's coming with it. Some crazy ass spider. I don't know what that's about, but they've added I mean, I thought there was something about a spider. I just didn't remember it that size. I can't remember, was it a sticker? I feel like getting my Snake Mountain in back of me. I haven't looked at the details in a while, but they are adding a lot. But this, again, it's a prototype, very early prototype. They will be probably adjusting that snake. They're going to get the the proper washes to it. So it's cool, and plus it's going retail. That's the best thing, because so many people. I made a post on my wall and I said coming to retail. A lot of people didn't even read my post. They said, "Oh shit, here comes another Mattel Creations and crowdfunding, and I'm going to get screwed." It's like, nope, it'll be retail.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'm kind of curious if it's going to be how Castle Grayskull was at Target, where they got way too many of them, and then they went on clearance. So we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, they do unfortunately do the like the vehicles, the beasts and stuff. It seems like they'll do way too many at times, and then my God, you do get the stuff that goes on the clearance.
Mechanic and Ground Ripper. This will also be mainline retail, so you won't have to worry about a small window on Mattel Creations or anything. So,
and I'll definitely be getting that, no doubt. I'm definitely going to get that, and I think Ground Ripper, it's called that now because Road Ripper or something. I don't know if that's trademarked under something else. We're still always going to call it the Road Ripper, though. So I mean, whatever.
I mean, Ground Ripper's not a bad, not a bad parallel.
Yeah, but I gotta call it my Road Ripper. But I know what you mean.
And let's see. Because I'm sure some people will be like, but you didn't show that. You didn't have a tab for that. So I'll go ahead and do this. If you're into the Masterverse thing, there's Man-at-Arms for you. Whatever. No, legit. Like, if that's your thing, it's like, okay,
no, if it's their thing, it's good. But I like that. I was just the most unenthusiastic. Yeah, there you go. If you like them, all right. But I know what you mean. If people do like Masterverse, yeah, definitely get whatever you want. Masterverse, I just don't collect the line, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna shit on people that do like it. If you like it, great.
Here's the thing, but where's my class? I mean, I already got all the classics that I need. Would I have preferred that Super 7 had kept going and maybe releasing obscure characters from Filmation? Yes. If they came out with some obscure characters in the Masterverse line and they look decent, would I get them? Yeah. But I mean, this isn't a thing of like, oh, classic. No, yes, classics to us, just opinion, was our favorite line.
You know what though? For my favorite line, and I'm not going to say vintage is definitely more to heart, but I go against everybody where nobody really agrees with me, and that's the Stactions that came out from the 2000X line. They're not posable, but they're the most beautiful, detailed goddamn things I've ever seen. That's my thing, are Stactions. But yeah, I'm all over, like I said, Origins. I love the Origins line. Oh, one other thing that was announced. I forgot how it was phrased in that press release. I'm almost certain that they phrased it, that they said that they're going to see the 2 Masters of the Universe lines that Mattel's putting out. I was like, wait a second, did they say 2? Because that makes me think. And as you see here, they didn't show any of the CGI figures. I'm wondering, are they done with CGI now? Because I
feel it. I feel like they are.
Yeah, because if you remembered back at San Diego Comic-Con when they showed that Castle Grayskull for that CGI line, they were actually saying, and you can play with your Origins figures with it, because I think they knew that this castle might not sell, so they're like, hey, you can use your Origins with that set. They're trying everything they could, because I don't know how that's going to sell. I don't even know when it's coming out. I thought it was supposed to be soon, but that might be.
I don't know.
This pissed me off. I'll tell you why. This promotion that they did right there, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get me a clear fucking Orko, because I collect all the Orkos. And I found out this is a giant display in front of a giant Castle Grayskull display out there. I was like, God damn it, I thought I was getting a translucent, cool-ass light-up Orko. Bastards.
Yeah. I mean, variants, sure. I mean, that would be a cool idea, I guess, for people that would want it. I don't know.
Yeah, and I was trying to look at the design. I was like, I couldn't really grasp if that was supposed to be based on the Revelation or something unique. I was like, I didn't care either way. I would have wanted that figure, and I went right down the tubes, damn it.
So overall, not bad, right? Like a lot of you had some obscure shit based off of like tiny details and things of years past. It's like, oh, all right, at least someone was kind of paying attention to that, I suppose. Let's do another live update. Where are we at now? Eternia
we
Watch.
At 1700 last time, 1700. Yeah. And then we can get to some of the comments and questions.
Almost at 1900, 37% funded.
I honestly, and I told you I'd eat my words. I said this probably wouldn't even come close to 5,000. Of course, this is just the beginning. This is everybody jumping on quick.
It could certainly
stall.
just stall out. So.
It could stall
possible.
out. I don't know, but if it reaches 5,000, like I said, that's awesome. If it goes beyond that, cool. And then I was trying to do hypotheticals in my head. I was like, okay, well, what if it didn't reach 8,000? Because we were going to get the Moat Monster, and 10,000 is Kecought. So let's say they got to, hypothetically, by the end of the run, 7,000. You guys have the molds, you have the shit. It's like, couldn't you just release and let us get the Moat Monster and Kecought, even for people who don't have Eternia? Because I'm not going to be able to get, I want it. You guys got the molds. You'll have 7,000 backers. You have that mold ready.
Yeah, but Joe, you gotta think that was an incentive to back
Eternia.
So if they come out separately, then you pretty much alienate everyone that just backed.
But no, check this. I'm going against everything right here. Check this out. So it ends at 7,000. There's people that are like, come on, get the fucking 8,000. I need that Moat Monster. But it doesn't do it. So imagine all 7,000 people that got Eternia that wanted that Moat Monster. Then they give us the chance to get it. Then they'll jump on it. And people like me who don't have it, I'm going to put it with my goddamn original Eternia right back here. And then give us Kecought. They could do it in case it doesn't reach it. That's my thing. But I'll let you get to the chat.
If it doesn't reach it, then yes, sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it don't reach it, then give it to it. If it's 7,000, like, you got to give the Moat.
But if it gets funded...
if it got funded all the way, I know that. I said if it didn't get funded, if it didn't get to 8,000, then offer everybody the chance.
At this point, I'm pretty sure it'll get funded.
Okay, we'll see. But go ahead, I'll pass it to you. You can see if there's any comments, questions, whatever, and yeah.
Where was the one? Yeah. Questions, opinions on the Dolph He-Man Masterverse. Woof.
You seen? I didn't even make a comment. I just posted on my wall. I posted about him. Was like, what are your thoughts? And that at least is one thing that you could say is the consensus around all groups, all pages, even people who are collecting Masterverse are like, that head is painful. Kind of looks like Lex Luger. It is. it's. But the accessories, cool as shit. I've seen so many people say, "Fuck, I'm gonna buy that figure. Just take the accessories and put it on some other thing. Make my own version."
Yeah, make your own version with it. And I'm not sitting here to say that like the Super 7 one was like the best ever at all, but it's definitely mold wise, like face wise, looks better than that.
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and pop them up here. Yeah.
And like I said, beyond that head, it's just I am not a fan of the upper shoulder torso things that this new fad is. I don't like it. I'm also with a thigh cut. I have taken some figures that do have that type of articulation and turn them like, I just don't get it. Unless you're wanting to have your figures looking like they just got twisted to shit in a fight. It's like, why would you want your leg to zzz? I'm not a fan of it. But again, if people like that extra twist and stuff, but this over the top, fuck, I hate that torso shit. And it didn't work on She-Ra. That got obliterated, but go ahead.
I don't know why Red is sitting here. Like, get off it, man. Like, we've already said our piece about Masterverse, and yes, it's not selling. Why all right, a couple more figures are coming out. Like, it's whatever. It's fine. I mean,
in Red,
it exists there. Go
exactly.
get it.
In Red, we'll be honest, we don't know how it's going to keep going because they had all this stuff already set ahead of time. So, they're already having it ready for retail.
I'm not wasting my money on them. I don't need them.
Just every Target you go into is flooded. And as you've seen, they're all getting liquidated then to Ollie's and other stores. So if the sales just continue to keep, plummeting and sitting there, that line will probably be canceled. But I mean, again, there's people that like it, and if you like
it's like what Fedmon says. I buy into this. Maybe certain parts of it are selling, but there's definitely parts of it that aren't. So
yeah,
it's the same thing with Origins. The wave with Jitsu and Sorceress and Buzz Off has just
good old Stratos. That
clogged the Walmart shelf.
Clogged the hell out of and Target. And those, what happened to those? They got the Ollie's.
We haven't gotten another wave at one of the Walmarts just because no one's buying those. And the way that Walmart works is they don't order more until those are gone. And they haven't clearanced them for whatever reason, so they just sit there. And I'm like,
that's the point we always try to bring up is these stores that if they're sitting at the stores, they're not going to keep reordering, and they'll make shelf space available for other toy lines. Like every Target in my area, and from what I've seen from everybody else posting, Their area went from like this for Masterverse to this, and then now it's like this. And my area has the same stuff. It will not get rid of those Trap Jaws, those King Gray Skulls, Andra. They just sit there. And now Eternia Beastman, just more flooding. And for Origins, that damn Stratos just sits on that shelf. It's just there like crazy.
They Avatar 2 figures have started to take over most of the space of where Master Universe stuff was at my Target. So
Avatar, they're making an Avatar too?
Yes, Joe.
Oh,
I think they've planned like fucking 4 movies over the next 10 years or something. I don't know. James Cameron's lost his mind.
No, I didn't have a clue, and I think my quality might be getting bad because I looked like I had a hiccup seeing you. So I bet you that is. Yeah. As for if Masters Universe is going online only, I mean, you never know, and that's another
possible.
thing.
I mean, because that's what happened with classics, essentially.
Yep.
You know, and that's why nobody knew about them for a while.
Right. Which another reason why they're so expensive is when Masters got back into the public eye, people were trying like, wait, what was this? I never heard of this. And they're so expensive, but they didn't think it would survive at retail without a movie or a cartoon or any type of media like that. So that's why they're like, no, we'll just do it online. It was doing great. And then it started dwindling in the, towards the end of the line. But I mean, it's just like you said, we'll see if things just go online, retail, and then that way they know the definite numbers because you'll see what's going to keep selling, what will they keep making. When I was saying that the CGI figures weren't selling, I had people keep saying, oh, yes, they are, but they are. And now look what's happening. It looks like that line's gone. Do we want this stuff to end? No, it's like just try to put quality. Has some standards for the stuff you release for all the lines. Like, I love Origins, but yes, I can admit there are some really shitty head sculpts and designs on some of those figures. I mean, I don't deny that. I still love the line. And we keep saying over and over, if people like Masterverse, buy it. Yeah. But the thing is, sadly, it's not selling as much as Origins. And CGI was the worst selling, and now it's basically gone.
And it's just at that point after they've done that, once the dust has settled on all of this, it's once again, it's like where do you go from there? Because you've already kind of technically re-released the vintage line, right? And then you put out this other line that like hit or miss with a lot of people. If that settles out, then what? What's the next goal? I've always said 3 3/4 line since they've never really done it before other than the reaction figures that Super 7 did. Try that. See if that works. Make them affordable. They're smaller. Won't take up as much space for display. You can make all the play sets in a smaller scale. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, those are questions to ask going forward. What will happen with Mattel? Well, like with the rights and stuff, because I know that was the thing that everybody was talking about. It's like, oh, no, they're going to lose the rights to this. They're going to lose the right to that. So I don't know. Just sit and see. But enjoy what's there if you like it. And if you don't like it, then, don't buy it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got to think about just how it is with people just having tastes. Everybody has different tastes in anything. I always say from food to movies to cartoons to toys, whatever. It's like, I never understand like why some people think you have to like absolutely everything. I sit there and I've praised the hell out of Origins, but then I mentioned I don't collect Masterverse and some people want to implode. It's like, I'm not saying don't buy it. Buy it. Again, if you like it, buy those figures. It's just, I'm not buying
it's your money.
Yeah, like Mondo. You bet your ass I don't have the money for that. It's like, I can't buy it. I'm not saying the line is shitty. I just can't afford Mondo. It's like everybody has something that they can like. And the one thing that's the worst thing is when I hear people say, well, would you rather have nothing than this line that's coming out? It's like, yes, because I want something that has some quality, there's some standards, some love, at least for me. But if other people's like it, get it.
But Joe, come on. How dare you?
I can't like everything. It's like, Jesus Christ, if you love a Big Mac and one day they decide to make that Big Mac with goddamn chicken patties instead of burgers, you think everybody's going to like that? Everything's different. Everything's different. And people's tastes are different. It's like we have tastes and stuff. Sometimes it don't work. Sometimes it does.
And
but
see,
it's like,
we've had some stuff here with Red, but he puts up, I'd love for NECA or Hasbro to take a crack at it. I would too. I mean, granted, NECA stuff can be kind of fragile. I haven't had any problems lately, but
And you know what? Knock on wood. I've always said I've never had this NECA issue that a lot of people said all their shit breaks. I don't know. Maybe the Jason Voorhees figures and the stuff like the horror stuff, maybe it has some better quality to it. I don't know.
No, I've just had some stuff when I take it out of the package and I go to move it. It is so stiff. I'm like, okay, I'm not. Like, and then
even
that's
the Jason figures. You got some Jason figures? Mine, none of them did that.
I didn't have any problem with those, but I bought a Phantom figure that was super stiff that I had to fix. But I would love for Hasbro to try Master Universe, and I know a lot of people are having problems with Hasbro right now with the price increase of the Legends, and the projects that they choose for HasLab and all that stuff. But they make decent shit. So even though Grimm is like NECA, yes, Hasbro, hell no. I would love to just see something different from another company with this property.
Yeah, remember NECA has had it shot with Masters. It wasn't with posable stuff. Remember, they did the stactions. And those things are fantastic. I mean, they're fucking amazing. But I mean, they're static action figures. We're
getting everybody fired up. Simple Trek says the scary thing with the 3 3/4 idea is that even those in general now are over $10. Yeah, but it's still cheaper than everything else, I guess, if that's how you want to try to justify it. I don't know. The whole collecting landscape is so inflated, and it's just the constant, like, everything gets a figure. Like, it seems like every property now these days gets some sort of figure or a hot toy or a statue or whatever. And I guess I see the standpoint from the angry toy YouTube reviewer that brings the point about like, if we all keep buying this and buying this, and they're just going to keep shoving the same thing with the same prices and going higher and higher and higher and higher. And it's like, all right, well then fine. When do we all just collectively draw a line and stop, So it's just one of those things. It's like,
the weird thing is, because I never collected G.I. Joe, remember, and that type of stuff, or Star Wars, and I don't knock those fans. Again, they like it, but that's why every time you bring up that 3 3/4 idea, I don't know if you ever noticed when you done that, and with Tyler and Rebecca, you notice I'm always quiet because I was like, I don't fucking want a 3 3/4 He-Man line. Like, for me, I just don't want it. I was like,
get out of here, Joe.
I'm sorry. I always just try to be cool. I was like, I'm not going to say nothing, but just the idea is like, fuck, I don't want that. But it could look cool, I guess. But for me, it sounds strange.
Yeah. But it just all goes in the whole thing of, like, nerd culture in the last few years is the hottest it's ever been, in terms of, like, it seems like everybody is collecting something. And, they've preyed upon that pretty well.
And kind of everybody will have a voice to speak up. It reminds me of the days of when, like back in the day, I had all the video game systems. I would just buy them all. But I do remember the Nintendo versus Sega fans, and boy, they would get heated and crazy. I'm like, I like both these systems. No, fuck it. Nintendo's better. No, Sega's much better. I was like, oh my God. So It's like, I can only imagine if the internet existed when Genesis and Super Nintendo was around at that time. Oh my God, people.
So it's always been there. It's just now everyone has instantaneous access to fight with each other.
It just seems like people maybe are more angry because, I don't know, just how they want to speak up. Like, thinking about the toys, I collected He-Man. My buddy loved the hell out of Transformers, but I didn't collect it. But we respected that. Hey, you like this, I like that. But nobody was like ripping into each other. It's like people are real just angry these days of just wanting to rip. It's like, I can just collect. Who cares?
My dog is pawing at the door, Joe. We're gonna have to wrap this up.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. I didn't even realize that. Okay. All right. Yeah, well, this was meant to be a quick one.
I just heard him, and I've heard him out there moving around. I'm like, I don't know what he's doing. He's starting to develop more of a personality, and I don't know if I like it.
Wait a minute. See if he ransacks your fucking room and knocks all this shit off the shelf.
No,
He's like, no.
He better not. No.
Well, this was meant just to be a quick one. Our thoughts on all the reveals, which, like I said, I'm geeked about all the stuff they did for Origins. And I just don't collect Masterverse, but if people are geeked on that, cool. And I've seen people geeked on Masterverse to say fuck Origins, so hey, no problem.
Yeah.
They don't like it. But all right.
Well, and that's the thing. Can't stress this enough. Buy what you want. Enjoy it. Love it. Don't worry about what I'm buying. I mean, I'll give the opinion just because you got the platform, but, like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Here's the update. 39% funded.
Yeah, I think this might. This is my prediction, and everybody can like call me out on it next time. I'm thinking by Sunday, it's gonna hit maybe 3,200. I think it's gonna slow down. What do you think by Sunday? I'd like to see it go. I mean, it's gonna get funded, I think, but I think it's gonna start slowing down Sunday, and it might get around 3,200. Or do you think at this pace it could really pass it?
I'm gonna say by Sunday it's gonna be close to, if not just a little past 4,000.
4,000? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, because most people don't get their paycheck until Friday, and I'm assuming that this takes the money up front. So Friday, I think people get paid. They're like, I'm gonna go ahead and back that.
Yeah. If I had the money, I'd be all over that fucking thing. I would, and I'd try to find room. I don't know how the fuck that's gonna happen unless I just over there.
I'm gonna think about it.
Yeah,
I will be thinking about it.
Okay. Well, again, if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell so you can always be notified when we go live. And until next time, have a powerful day.
Buy what you want, love what you love. Enjoy the toys.
I'm gonna try that Arby's sandwich later today. It's gonna be good.
It's about fucking time. Oh, to preface what Joe is saying there, I sent him money because I got this new sandwich at Arby's. And I was like, you got to try this. He was like, because the combo's like $10. I know Joe's not going to spend that much money. So I was like, I'll PayPal him money. So I sent him money, and now he's going to go eat that sandwich. Yeah. Maybe he'll... I told him not to do it for the people, but if he feels like going live in our Facebook group to eat the sandwich, by all means, Joe, do that.
I have to wear a special mask.
Yeah.
All right. Take it easy.